Did you know that scientists have found animals frozen for more than 50,000 years? And some of them still show signs of life? From giant ice age hunters to strange glowing creatures under Antarctic ice, these discoveries are both amazing and scary. Some are real and studied in labs, while others remain unexplained. In this video, we'll explore 10 frozen creatures that scientists fear might be too risky to wake up, and what their return could mean for us. Number 1. The Siberian saber-toothed cat. Deep in Yakutia, Russia, scientists made a shocking discovery inside the frozen ground. A small cub of a saber-toothed cat, perfectly preserved for thousands of years, was found in the Siberian permafrost. Its fur, teeth, and even parts of its internal organs were intact. What makes this discovery even more surprising is the DNA. Researchers believe that the genetic material is still viable, which means it could be used for future cloning studies. The idea of bringing back an Ice Age predator excites some scientists, but also raises serious ethical and environmental concerns. Reviving such a powerful animal could disturb today's ecosystem. The cub offers a rare look into the Ice Age world and helps scientists understand how these predators once hunted and survived. For now, the specimen remains frozen, carefully studied, but never revived. Number 2. The shadowfish of Antarctica. In the icy waters of Lake Mercer in Antarctica, researchers detected something that should not exist. Using thermal scanning devices, they picked up the movement of a large, warm object deep below the frozen surface. But when they sent down cameras, nothing appeared. Scientists started calling it the shadowfish. According to data, this creature absorbs almost all heat and light, making it invisible to cameras and sensors. Its existence remains speculative because no one has ever seen it directly. Some experts think it could be a new species adapted to the extreme cold. Others suggest it might just be a strange thermal reading caused by natural geothermal activity. Still, the shadowfish remains one of the most mysterious signals ever recorded in Antarctic waters. Many scientists avoid probing further, worried that drilling too deep could disturb something unknown. Number 3. The Yukon wolf pup. In 2016, a gold miner in Yukon, Canada, found something unusual in the frozen mud. It turned out to be a 57,000-year-old wolf pup, perfectly preserved from the Ice Age. The little animal was so well kept that its fur, teeth, skin, and even internal organs were intact. Scientists named her Zur, which means wolf in the local indigenous language. Through careful study, they discovered that she likely died suddenly when her den collapsed. Because of the freezing conditions, her body was preserved exactly as it was at that moment. This wolf pup gives researchers valuable insight into Ice Age ecosystems and how wolves evolved into the modern species we know today. While the idea of reviving such an animal has been mentioned, the focus remains on learning from her rather than bringing her back to life. Number 4. Organism 46b, the Colossus under the ice. Far below the Weddell Sea in Antarctica, a small research team reportedly encountered something terrifying. The story comes from a semi-classified mission in which scientists were studying subglacial lakes. According to one surviving report, they met a massive cephalopod that disabled submersibles and displayed intelligent movement. This creature, known as Organism 46b, was said to have 14 arms and the ability to release a toxin that paralyzed its prey instantly. Some reports even claim it could mimic human shapes underwater. While the details are debated and lack verified proof, the accounts spread fear in scientific circles. Most experts dismiss the story as exaggerated, but others point to strange mechanical failures and missing footage from that expedition. Whatever truly happened in the Weddell Sea remains locked under layers of ice and secrecy. Number 5. The Deloid rotifer. One of the strangest frozen revivals in history came from Siberia. Scientists found a tiny microscopic creature called the Deloid rotifer in frozen soil that was around 24,000 years old. When the ice melted, the organism came back to life. It began moving, feeding, and reproducing like nothing had happened. This discovery proved that some forms of life can survive in a frozen state for tens of thousands of years. The Deloid rotifer has unique biological features that protect its DNA from damage, allowing it to repair itself even after extreme freezing. This tiny being may help scientists develop new preservation techniques and deepen our understanding of life's resilience. Unlike the larger frozen creatures, This one has already been successfully revived and continues to surprise biologists around the world. Number 6. The cryo-leech. In a remote Antarctic glacier, scientists studying microbial life came across what they later called the cryo-leech. It was found encased in a block of transparent ice, resembling a small, dark, worm-like creature. The sample was carefully thawed in a laboratory setting. According to early reports, the organism began to move for a short period after defrosting. It secreted a strange enzyme that appeared to melt nearby ice. Within hours, it stopped moving, and the team quickly sealed the remains again under controlled conditions. The enzyme it released fascinated scientists, as it might have potential applications in biochemistry or cryogenics. However, after this event, all notes and samples were secured in cold storage, and no further public experiments have been made, whether it was a natural anomaly or something more dangerous. The cryo-leech remains a mystery hidden under ice. Number 7. Mummified mammoths. The frozen tundras of Siberia and Alaska are filled with remains of giant mammoths. Some of these carcasses have been found with intact fur, flesh, and even liquid blood. These discoveries show just how well the permafrost can preserve ancient life. In one famous case, scientists were able to extract blood that was still dark and fluid, despite being thousands of years old. This has led to studies exploring whether mammoth DNA could be combined with modern elephants to bring the species back in some form. Several labs have already begun genetic research for possible de-extinction projects. While the idea of reviving mammoths seems closer to reality than fiction, experts remain cautious. Ancient DNA is fragile, and reviving a species that vanished long ago could lead to unexpected consequences in today's environment. Number 8. The transparent predator. Explorers working near the Ross Ice Shelf in Antarctica once recorded a strange glowing movement deep under the ice. They described it as a large jelly-like shape that emitted a faint light, slowly gliding beneath the frozen surface. Cameras captured only a few seconds of unclear footage before the system malfunctioned. When the data was reviewed later, the video file was corrupted and the backup drives were empty. The creature, nicknamed the transparent predator, has never been recorded again. Some suggest it might have been a rare bioluminescent organism or a new form of deep-sea jellyfish. Others believe it was something entirely unknown, perhaps a creature that thrives in sub-zero darkness. Because the evidence vanished, scientists avoid making strong claims. Still, the story has become a cautionary tale about what might exist under the ice that we are not ready to confront. Number 9. The frozen megavirus. In Siberian permafrost, researchers have found a virus frozen for about 30,000 years. When thawed in a controlled laboratory environment, the virus became active again and infected simple single-celled organisms. It was harmless to humans, but proved that ancient viruses can remain contagious even after millennia. The discovery of this megavirus raised major concerns about global warming and melting permafrost. As temperatures rise, more ancient ice layers are thawing, potentially releasing other unknown viruses into the environment. Scientists now work under strict safety rules when studying such frozen samples. They fear that something much more harmful could be waiting under the ice, capable of infecting modern species. The frozen megavirus serves as a warning that nature keeps records of past worlds, and sometimes those records can wake up. Number 10. The feathered reptile of the Ellsworth Range. In the Ellsworth Mountains of Antarctica, researchers uncovered fossil remains that puzzled everyone. The creature appeared to have both feathers and reptilian scales, making it unlike any known dinosaur or bird. Its DNA fragments, though damaged, did not match any existing species. This feathered reptile may represent a lost branch of evolution, something between reptiles and birds that adapted to extreme cold. Its structure suggests it could glide or partially fly, but the full function of its wings remains uncertain. Because of its unusual genetic makeup, some scientists believe it could have evolved in isolation, cut off by Antarctica's ice long before humans appeared. Others think the DNA might have mixed through contamination. Until more evidence appears, it remains an open question in paleontology. The fossils kept in storage under strict temperature control, waiting for further analysis. Which frozen creature do you think should never be defrosted? Tell us in the comments. If you like strange science and real discoveries, make sure to like, subscribe, and watch our next video.